is the host of CNN's Larry King Live. He also has a new book out entitled Powerful Prayers. Folks, please welcome Larry King.
I never felt better.
Yeah, you feel good? You look good.
I can't believe it. I'm 65 years old.
Uh-huh.
I feel honest. I feel like I'm 18. I can't believe it. I'm married.
You know what's amazing? You're having a kid. That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm going to be a father.
Wow.
At 65, I'm going to be a father. This is a Medicare baby. I figured out I'm over 65. You're going to pay.
And then I won't get anything. Yeah.
It's going to be a little boy, and
you know that now?
Yeah, I went and saw what do they call that? What do they, when you
Sonogram. Sonogram.
Yeah.
You went to an osteopath. Talk about your baby.
He wants the show.
Believe me, he doesn't want this show. We've talked about it. He's smart.
He's in
debt.
I had the sonogram, and I looked up, and they put the stuff on Sean's stomach, and they put a little glue on, and they take this thing, and they look up, and there's the baby. You see the baby? It looks like it's from E.T. You know, it looks weird.
That's a nice thing for a dad to say. What's wrong with you, kid? You look like E.T.
And then he moves around a little, and I said, well, what's the sex? And they go down, and I see a thing. And I said, is that the umbilical cord? And she said, no, that ain't the umbilical cord. It's a boy.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Were you excited about that? You think about the name?
Chance.
What kind of... Welcome to Larry King's Horror Mysteries. What kind of reaction was that?
Okay, well, I'll tell you
why.
What's
the name, Larry? I'll tell you the name in a second. It's called Janet!
It's an exciting name. It's more exciting than Andy. It's more exciting than...
What are you talking about?
Oh, you keep making fun of my name and I'll give you what for.
Why is he Chance? Because we bumped each other. We bumped into him. I was coming this way.
We know how babies are made, Larry. Trust me.
Is that
what they called it in your day?
We met.
Let's go bump each other.
My day. My day.
Well, you said you're 65.
Okay, well, I'm proud of it.
That's good. You should be.
Okay. I was coming this way, and my wife was coming this way, and we bumped into each other in front of Tiffany's. And we didn't say anything, and then it happened again. I was leaving, and she was going that way, so I decided this was all happened by chance, and that we had a great first. You
could have called the kid Tiffany, or Bump. Hey, Bump, get over here.
But if you name a kid Chance King, there's a good chance that he'll be a white point guard in the NBA, breaking history. There are no white points.
Your logic is infallible.
Okay.
No, I'm a butterfly collector.
First date.
Yeah.
I had a great... You would be, you know. I would bet you would be.
Don't get tough with me.
That's right.
I'll wrap those suspenders around your head. You won't know what hit you. Isn't that how folks talked in your day? Fun here.
No, it's great when you get an Irishman with a Jew, because we just wait till you get drunk. And then we take over.
I'll hit you with me potato.
Okay. Let me tell you about you want to hear about the first date, or you know?
Well, I want to first do a favor for you. You said you looked at the sonogram. Don't be sad. This is good.
I'm not sad. I'm pondering.
We do. That's pondering?
That's sad?
Okay, we're not the best actors in the business. We do a thing here on the show called If They Made It. And this is where we take celebrity couples and we look at what their child is going to look like. We've used this advanced technology on you and your wife, Sean. Can we put this up, please? And we're going to see right now...
That's her. Look at that.
Yeah, and we're going to find out what your child's going to look like in the future. Can we see that, please? I'm just curious. And, isn't that nice? Aren't you happy? That's Chance. But seriously, tell us the first date. This sounds fun.
It is fun, because Al Pacino's become a friend of mine since I interviewed him.
Name dropper?
No, I'm not name dropping, because it's a key to the story, okay?
Urkel's a friend of mine.
So when I met Sean, she was coming to New York on a business trip. So I said, we'll have our first day, we'll go to dinner. And I told Al that I met this girl. That could be Miss Right. This could be it. So he says, where are you going to dinner? I told him Coco Pazza. He says, okay. Now I'm having dinner. Maitre d' comes over, a phone call for you. I go to take the phone. Hello, and a Pacino voice. How's it going? I said, hoo-ah! Hoo-ah! How's it going? I said, pretty good. He says, would it help if I came over? I'll just, drop by. I said, yeah, it couldn't hurt. So I go back to the table, I sit down. He came with Beverly D'Angelo, that wonderful actress. And
he just walked in?
Just walks in, he did it great. And he's a great actor. He walks in, he goes, Larry! How are you? A year later, he read an E. Cummings poem at our wedding.
That's great.
I
thought you were going to say that... I was going to say, does Al Pacino do this for people? Is this something he does for... Could I get him to, stop by a kid's birthday party and... How are you, kids? Ooh. Balloons? Is this a serve, or is this just you?
Hard to explain this. When you come from New York, and you're either Italian or Jewish or Irish, and therefore you're not, there's a tendency to bind.
Right.
If two people from the streets of this city like each other and take to each other, then it becomes kind of a thing that, he offered, he said, you want me to do this poem at the wedding?
Right.
I said, sure, they're regular guys.
Right.
New Yorkers are regular guys. Where are you from?
I'm from Illinois.
Shaky.
I'm from a pretty rough suburb.
Roxbury?
Boston, yeah.
Boston. See, New Yorkers are different. New Yorkers are, how would you put this? How do you explain it?
Dangerous?
No. If you grow up in New York, I got best example. Okay, I'll hip you. Any New Yorker is hip. If you grow up in New York City, if you go to school in New York City,
right,
and you're a D student, you're mayor of Des Moines. You could phone it in.
All right, let's go.
It's just hip. You just have an edge on the nature of growing up in these streets.
You think so? Do you think you'd be the mayor of your town, Andy? Larry King?
What town is it?
Well, I grew up in a town called Yorkville, but I lived in Chicago, too.
Oh, Chicago, that's it. I
See,
didn't say
the
Chicago.
big difference is we're not delusionally egotistical.
Andy, Max, tell him. Andy.
He's from Jersey. He's from New Jersey. He lives on a nice farm in a Jersey suburb.
New York, you live here now.
Yes, I do live here now.
Big buildings.
Yeah.
It's got museums.
Right.
Newspapers.
Right.
Media center. Culture.
Right.
Kind of a, would you say it's most important?
Yeah, there are no newspapers or media centers in Chicago at all.
No. All right.
None of that stuff.
Wait a minute. I love Chicago.
Uh-huh.
What's the most important city in the world? What's the most... Tune him out. It's a quiz. Think about it.
What do you mean, what's the most important city in the world? Rome, where everything began. All civilization began in Rome.
Good. This show moves to Rome.
We'll do it in Rome.
That I could get by.
I don't mean to offend any other city, but New York.
But you did. You're going to get the cards and letters.
I don't
There's going to be, right
Larry,
now, there's mail trucks warming up in Illinois.
Remember, your show goes out all over the country.
All over the world.
Yeah, you've got to learn to be politic about these things and say that every city, especially the one you're watching from right now, is my favorite.
My kind of town.
That's what you have to learn to do. We got to go. We're way over time.
Goodbye, guys.
Listen, the book.
It's a good book.
You got a book out. It's called Powerful Prayers. And, Larry, it's always fun when you stop by. Come by, and best of luck.
I love you.
Best of luck with the baby. Larry King, everybody. We'll be right back. Stuttering John, everybody.